Hello Gemini, thank you for tuning in to your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Lima Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Already shuffled, let's see what we got here. You got the World card too. It feels like there's been a couple, was it Virgo and Capricorn that had the World card? Three face-down oracle cards, which typically means until that moment happens, you're not really going to see something or see the possibility, usually. Gemini is very fluid, in my opinion, and like things come at you and you just kind of like roll with it. So I don't feel like that's a bad thing, but I feel like it's just kind of like a warning, like there's a situation coming forward where just kind of like fly by the seat of your pants situation is what I'm getting, which is interesting. You've got a pentacle coming up here that's pretty strong. But let's go into the situation here. As you're coming in, you're more of the initiator, actually. Now, why are we saying actually? Because are you realizing you're initiating a situation? That's the question. Because I got the King of Swords here. You got a lot of passion. You're communicating. But what I'm getting is like, it's not that you don't want something to start, and it's not like you're ambivalent about that. I just don't feel like you're expecting it to work. My dogs might bark in a second. Fair warning. There we go. What I'm getting here is you're coming in very strong. And you're feeling like things might need to change. All right, Farrell, I know. All right. And you're bringing forth your opinion. You're very strong about it, and you're like, I'm seeing this, and this is what I think, and this is what I'm seeing, and this is really needs to happen. Your opinion's strong. There's a lot behind it. We're good. I'm seeing the environment is the Seven of Wands, and you're getting a lot of resistance. So you're not feeling like you're going to have the effect that you want. That's what I'm first coming into. The thing is, your words carry weight. And even though you're getting a lot of resistance, I'm getting it first. You're saying what you need to say, you're seeing what you're seeing, this is what's going on, and people are like, nope, whoa, whoa, whoa. They're like, no. The thing is, I'm getting you say your piece, you put it out there, you have a lot of passion behind what you're saying. The resistance is there. The moment backs off and things kind of settle, and I feel like your words are heard, like, it's like people are mulling over what you said after the fact. I don't feel like you're physically present, to be honest, but somehow people are reviewing what you've already said, and they're really starting to sink it in, like, you know what, I don't like it. I don't like it, but so-and-so is right. The Gemini was right. I think the Gemini is right. The Gemini has a good point. I'm just going to say the Gemini because, you know, whoever you may be. It's like after the fact, like they don't want to see it. Like somebody doesn't want to see it, but they're like, you know what? Oh my gosh, the Gemini has a good point. I don't want them to be right, but I think they're right. And I'm getting on the other side, it's kind of being absorbed and thought over, and you got the Page of Cups on the other side, but they're trying to get used to it, and they're just kind of like, you know what? Whatever you brought forward, they're like, you know what? The better way to handle this is just to address it and deal with it. I think the Gemini, I'm going to say the Gemini for whatever reason, is right. I think we need to handle this. I think I need to go back towards the Gemini. I feel so creepy saying that. Sorry about that. And work this out and just see what else this person is seeing. What else you're seeing. So they come back towards you, I'm getting. A little bit sheepishly is what I'm getting. Like, I don't feel like they want to... Like, I feel like they stood against you so hard that it's kind of like a little bit of embarrassment. Like, I think you're right. I think we have to talk this out. They're coming back towards you. A little sheepishly is what I'm getting. Like, it might be a little coy. So they're coming back towards you. And, see, that's why these cards are face down. Okay. Because I don't think you're expecting them to. Because you're getting this resistance. The world is on your side. And I'm seeing the world on your side like things need to change. Things need to change. The face down card is passion. You had passion to begin with, but like when you're seeing this person come back towards you, even sheepishly, you're realizing, whoa, this could work. This needs to happen. And like the passion, I'm getting the passion is face down because you really do want this to happen. And I'm getting, you had so much resistance that you weren't like banking on it or overemphasizing it or getting too excited about it because you didn't think it was going to happen. When this person comes back towards you or whoever comes back towards you, you're seeing this opportunity to move things, to change what's happening, a major change. Like the world is from one era to the next. And you got passion behind it. Your passion might just come out of nowhere, in your opinion. Like, you might be kind of shocked how passionate you become in the moment. Because you're like, yes, we need to keep going. We need to do this and this and this and this. And you got all these ideas. And boom, it's all out there. Like, you have a lot of passion. Like, you have a lot of spark to move things forward. This is paramount. I feel like this is great because you're kicking things forward. And you have the passion and drive behind you that you just seem to jump right in and get it going. I just feel like you're jumping right in. The passion is pulling you in, and you just seem to be stepping forward. Good? Okay. The situation now, this is the pentacle I was talking about. This is the Ace of Pentacles. You're reestablishing the situation a whole new way, but it's like it's cementing in. Like it's like pouring concrete into a basement. Well, a basement or a concrete slab for a house, if that's what you want to say. The foundation is being poured, and it's going to stay there. It's going to be there. Everything's going to be built on top of it, whether it's like a concrete slab or a basement, whatever you're doing. This is the foundation, and you're solidifying it, and it's going to stay there. True Love Come to Me is the face down card. You and everybody else involved, right on board. Well, of course you're on board. You want those to happen. You have the passion, but I don't feel like you're getting resistance. I'm getting people are agreeing, this needs to happen, this needs to go forward. You're getting the support. Everything seems to like flow very easily. No, I don't feel any resistance. The key is to know you are literally creating a base, a foundation. What you're creating now, realize there's no changing it later. And I feel like that's a kicker, because you might be like, well, this is good for now, or this will get us where we need to go for now. Realize what you're putting in effect, it will stay. It's going to stay. You're not going to get the opportunity to change it later. Are we good? I feel like that's extremely important to you. If you see it in that context, it may change how you handle things. Okay, now, I'm getting what comes forward next. I'm getting you're maintaining the situation. I'm getting the Knight of the Knight of Swords. You're going forward, you're keeping communication, you're keeping things alive. You've got this new beginnings face down. See, I feel like what this is saying, this is face down. So I feel like you might want to change some things down the road. They're saying, see, this is a part of this Ace of Pentacles. If you set it up to be ready and you see that whatever you set in now is going to stay and solidify, if you can build in those doors, like if you're going to do a basement, for example, I don't know if this sounds hokey, but that base floor, maybe let's do that. First floor, base floor. If you build in those doors and windows so you can go in and out as you please to create these new beginnings, like if you see this coming forward, if you realize that base, whatever you create is going to stay there, you can set this up so you can bring in these new beginnings. But you got to see it coming in. I feel like that's extremely... When you create this foundation, if you create it in a way where you have the fluidity to move in and out as you want and create your beginnings and move things around as you want, if you set it up that way from the very start, you can maneuver this the way you want. But you got to see it. You got to see it. You got to do it that way at the very moment that you start it. Because the new beginnings are face down. Like, there's going to be things you're going to want to change. They're just like, see that possibility when you're creating this base. Realize when you create this base, because you might not be able to do that, you may not be able to create those new beginnings if you don't create this base in a proper way. It's going to be, I don't know how far those new beginnings are going to go. I got to be honest with you. It depends on how much fortification you have to do in this base. Like, Because I feel like you're going to want to change things a little. You're going to want to edit things in the future. They're just saying what you establish is not going to change. There's only so much fluidity you're going to be allowed. So, you know what I mean? Just see it going in. And I feel like you can make this at least comparable to what you need it to be. Because the situation is, like, I'm getting the Ten of Pentacles. It's going well. People are solidifying in. I'm getting like other people seem to be taking the lead later. For whatever that means. I feel other people taking the lead later. I feel like other people are, you know, improving or building upon your base. Like, the structure is there, but like they're building things above it, around it. You know what I mean? People are adding to and around it. So that's another thing. Realize people are going to build on and to and around whatever you're already establishing. So whatever you build here, it's going to stick and it's going to stay. As long as you realize that, I feel like you'll be okay. I feel like that's the whole message here. Just to realize this moment is going to stick and it's going to be permanent. It's not really fluid. It's just, it's there. It's the rock. It's staying. All right. I think we got what we needed to do. All right. I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.